This one's fighting with the cat.
I know something's out there, but get in.
All right. All right, we got the live stream going. Thanks so much for being here. Tonight, we are going to talk about how to protect your business.
You're not
So
recording.
if you're catching, what's that?
You're not recording.
I'm not recording. I'm streaming live.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Thanks for making sure, because yeah, I'm doing the live stream in the group, and then I can download it from one group and post it to another. The Zoom recordings were not posting well, so this seems to be working better. All right, so thanks so much for being here. If you are catching us on the replay in the group, in either of the groups, make sure to let us know in the comments that you hopped on. Tonight, we're going to talk about how you are going to protect your business. So let me tell you a quick story for why you need to protect your business. So if you haven't noticed, my partner in crime, our other fearless leader, Moni, has been MIA. She is missing in action, and that is because Facebook shut her down. So what happened was, through no fault of her own, there was a bot that misconstrued or misunderstood something that she had posted, and she got a notification that she had gone against community standards for sexually exploiting children. Obviously, nothing that Moni posted was sexually exploiting children in any way, shape, or form. So obviously this was an error. So she has appealed, but in the meantime, her Facebook is gone. Like, it's not visible. She can't see anything. She can't log in. She can't log into any of her groups. She can't post on Facebook. She can't post on Instagram. She can't post in any of the messenger chats. Like, she's dead in the water. So, we've heard time and time again, Todd Falcone has told us, never put all your eggs in one basket. This is exactly why, because if Facebook is the only way that you work and build and track and do all the things, you need to back up your business to protect yourself, because if something like this happens, it can severely affect your ability to work. Right? So I am that green personality that does all of these things. I even wear my green shirt because I am a green. That is what I do. I do all of these backups and all of these things. And I want to show you exactly the things that I do and when I do them and how often I do them, so that you can protect your business if, God forbid, something crazy like Facebook shuts you down happens, right? Okay, so in Facebook, you have the ability to download your information. Now, when you do this, you're going to go to settings, you're going to go to privacy, and you're going to go to your Facebook information, and you're going to unselect everything. Do not try to download everything, because it will take 17 days to download all of that information, number one. And number two, you'd have to find an external storage drive that was the size of a small filing cabinet to be able to store the backups of all of your data. What I recommend that you back up is you want to back up your friends list, right? Who are your friends? Who is following you? And then your groups. That's the other thing that I always recommend that people back up. Now, with that, I also have friends lists set up. If you have friends lists, those are not able to be backed up in your data, but what you can do is you can go to those lists, highlight the people that are in those lists, and paste them into a Word document and then print it. That way you've got that copy of who is in those friends lists. If you've followed me for a while, you know that what I do is when I add new people, I put them in a friends list on when I became friends with them, so that I can continue to build those relationships. And after I've been friends with them for a little while, I can go back and say, hey, would you be open to taking a look at my business, right? Because I want to make sure I'm not like, hi, I'm your new friend. Do you want to see my business? I want to be like, hi, I'm your new friend, and I want to build a relationship with you. And then down the road, I want to be like, hey, since we've been friends for a couple of months now and you've gotten to see what I do you think that this might be something you might want to do too, right? So that's my process and what I do. So I use friends lists. So that's how I download those. Now I download my Facebook information every 3 months. So I have a note in my calendar that says, download your Facebook information today, because I add people all the time, right? So I want to make sure that I'm capturing all of the new friends that I've been adding to my network, right? So I have a note in my calendar. It's the first day of every 3 months. It's a recurring appointment. It has no end date. It just recurs forever and ever and ever. And every 3 months, like clockwork, I download my friends list. I save that file to an external hard drive. It looks like this. It plugs into my computer and I can download that onto this. So if my computer crashes, I don't lose my data, right? So now I've downloaded it from Facebook and I've put it in an external hard drive so that it's also protected from anything that would happen from my computer itself, right? Now, the other thing I have in here is I keep all of my files in Dropbox, right? So I'm able to access it from multiple places. Dropbox backs up my data, but I also copy my Dropbox to my external hard drive. I do this the same day that I download my Facebook data. Sometimes the Facebook file will take a day or two to process, but then you'll get an email that says your file is ready and you can go and download it. So it sometimes is a 1 or 2 day process to get it done, but I do it at the beginning of every 3rd month. Now, you can also do the same thing with Instagram. You can download your followers and who you're following and followers. So I typically focus on my followers, not the people I'm following, but I always do the same thing. And you can do the same thing in Instagram. You go to settings, you go to download my data and download your followers, put that file in an external hard drive. With your customer information, you get an email from the system that says, you've got a new customer, their name is this, their email is this, their phone number is this. I take that information every single time I get an email and I put that information into an Excel spreadsheet. Yes, you can download that information from Contact Manager, but what happens if the system, if MDC decides to upgrade to 3.0 and you lose all of that contact, right? We did have that happen when 2.0 loaded. They purged a lot of old people from the system. Because I had been putting those names, emails, and phone numbers into a spreadsheet and keeping it separate from the My Daily Choice system, I had all that information still. Again, always keeping your information in multiple places. Back to Facebook for a second. Also, the other thing that I have done with all of my chats and my groups is my husband is an admin in all of my groups. If anything happens to my account, I'm always able to get back into my groups going through my husband's account. So one of for example, our spring sprint chat, Moni is the only admin in that chat. So right now no one can be added or deleted from that chat because Moni's the only admin and she doesn't have any ability to do anything right now. So as soon as she gets back in, that's the first thing we're going to be correcting, is making sure that we've got multiple admins in each one of those chats. In Telegram, we recently had to create a new Telegram chat because the admin left and didn't create a new admin. There's always got to be a backup, right? So when you think about all of the data that you have, where do you have it? How do you back it up? How do you save it? And how do you make sure that you're protecting yourself? Because if where it lives right now goes away, how do you still access it? Now, I know from my own experiences, when I'm working in Facebook and talking to people in Messenger, I do a lot of prospecting in Messenger. I have my conversations in Messenger, and I don't always get those people's phone numbers, right? That is a huge mistake. And I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot for it someday, because I've never really said, hey, let me get your phone number and your email, right? Because it's kind of weird. We're connected in Messenger. I don't really need your phone number and your email. And a lot of people will be like, I don't want to give you my phone number. Are you going to spam me if I give you my email? But if you can get that information from them, that's another thing. I have it for my customers and my customers, but I don't have it for my prospects. I have their name, but if I had to create a brand new Facebook account, I've got the friends list, I can go back and send them another friend request. So I suggest that you download all of your data every 3 months, store it in an external hard drive. Never put all of your eggs in one basket. Never only work one social media platform. You should be working in Facebook. You should be working in Instagram. You should be working in TikTok. And when one of those things is unavailable to you, you can always pivot to another. Back up all of your data every 3 months, put it in an external hard drive. Make sure you have backups to access all of your group material. Make sure someone else that's close to you is an admin in all of your groups and in all of your chats. Make sure that you're connected with people on other platforms, like how you connect with people in Messenger. Connect with those people in Telegram as well. So if Messenger goes away, you can connect with them in Telegram. It's really important to not hamstring yourself into only working one platform, one way, and not having backups of the information. And Moni will tell you, she is the living, breathing example of she's not green enough to back up all of her data. And she's literally been dead in the water. And she doesn't know how much longer it's going to be, if it's going to come back. They did tell her during the appeal process that if her appeal was approved, her account would be reinstated. But if her appeal was denied, her account would be permanently deleted and she would literally have to start over. It's not the end of the world. Could she start another account? Yes. Is it going to take her a lot of time to build that back up? Absolutely. And if she had a backup of her friends list, it would be a lot easier to be able to start adding those people back to a new account. Then you get the whole, oh my God, is it a fraud? Did you start a new account? Did you get scammed? Did you get spammed? Is this really you? People have even like messaged her and been like, where did you go? Like, are you okay? Because she's been so unplugged and unconnected. She's like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in people's lives. She's like, I feel like I lost my right arm. So that's our message for you tonight, is how to protect your business by backing up your data. Back up your Facebook, back up your Instagram, back up your Dropbox, back up your Excel spreadsheets, everything that you can have in, back up your MDC contacts, everything that you can have in multiple places is going to protect you and your contacts and your business if any of your typical channels would be unavailable to you. All right. Anybody have any questions about how to do that? Or why to do that? Or when to do that? Did I cover it all? Did I get it all? Are you all going to do it? Oh my God, please. Moni will tell you, please, 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 please make sure that you start backing up your stuff, because she, like she said, she is the poster child for what can happen and how detrimental it can be. So if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am happy to take you through the steps. It's pretty easy. You can always Google the steps on how to, just go to Google and say, how do I back up my Facebook data? And it'll literally give you step-by-step to how to do it. Same thing for Instagram. And yeah, set a reminder in your calendar, right? Set a reminder in your calendar to do it every 3 months, every 6 months. Chris, even if it's only once a year, just do it now. And then remind yourself to do it again at some point in the future, because it does change, right? I always, the other thing that I did recently was I downloaded my groups, and I realized I was in way too many and wasn't like actively utilizing half of them. So I literally went through that group list and was like, I'm getting out of this one. I'm getting out of this one. I'm getting out of this one. Oh, I forgot about this one. I need to go back and work in that one again. So there's a lot of great resources in having your data. The other thing you can do too, when you download that Facebook list, you can kind of like make that your prospecting list, right? Go through that list and be like, who have I talked to? Who haven't I talked to? You can, it comes in a Word document, but if you highlight the Word document and download that into Excel, you can actually sort it in Instagram, you can sort it by when you became, when you started following them or when they started following you. In Facebook, you can sort it alphabetically, or you can sort it by when you became friends. So you can actually like, okay, I've been friends with these people for the last couple of months. Maybe make that a prospect list. So I love, love, love data. That's the green in me. I love data. I love spreadsheets, and I'm your guru girl when it comes to that stuff. So if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out. And that's it for tonight. Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for popping on.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
See you soon. Take care.